100%, Michael.
This is incredible to see everybody out here. Thank you very much for being good citizens in a democracy. Thank you. I've been traveling across the country these last few weeks, and let me tell you, this is going on all across America right now. If you are with me, and in fact, if anybody wants to come with me, we have a van. No, but if you could see what I've seen, your spirits would be lifted. It is so heartening to see so many thousands upon thousands of people in not just the San Franciscos and the New Yorks and the LAs, but in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Last week there were 400 people, 400 at Occupy Fayetteville. There's a little tiny town in Michigan near where I live called Niles. I don't think they have a few thousand people there. There were over 100 people at Occupy Niles. This is in an area of the state that's really considered Republican. You have a place out east of here, past Sacramento, called Grass Valley. You ever heard of it? Yeah. Last weekend, there were 400 people at Occupy Grass Valley. So, I mean, the scope and the breadth of this is enormous. But that's not surprising to any of us, is it?
No.
You know, I mean, the media, oh, there they are. Hello. Hello, media. It's a little hard for the media right now. You have to have just a little bit of empathy for them because this doesn't fit into what they're used to. And they're trying to figure it out and define it according to the old model. And the old model was about two parties, okay, who are you going to vote for? And what are the pundits saying on Meet the Press? And the rest of us were always cut out of the conversation. We weren't part of the national discussion. And then they decided that we couldn't even have a seat at the table. And that the wealthiest 400 Americans, 400, have more combined wealth than 150 million Americans combined. Is that just the most amazing statistic?
Mind-blowing.
And yet we get away with calling this a democracy? What democracy exists where 400 have more than 150 million and the upper 1% get to buy the entire political structure?
Not my democracy.
1% get to buy the politicians and get their way. Even after crashing the economy and almost destroying the livelihoods of the majority of Americans in 2008, they have successfully kept any regulations off of themselves in these last 3 years. It's amazing, isn't it?
Amazing.
I mean, if I came over to your house later today, assuming, I don't know, if you have...
You're at our house!
I was going to give an analogy that might not apply to San Francisco. But if I came over to wherever you are, and assuming you have a internal combustion engine automobile, if I saw your automobile in the driveway and I decided to take it for a ride and go for a drive around the Bay Area today, but I brought it back tonight, have I committed a crime? Yeah. I committed a crime, but wait, I brought it back with interest. I filled the tank back up. Exactly. Because I didn't, it's a crime. Wall Street, corporate America, the banks, stole the futures of so many of our citizens. And not only were they not arrested for it, they were rewarded. Can you imagine a thief taking your car or taking something of yours and then they say, oh, we'll bring it back with interest. And then you actually reward them for this? It's the most psychotic, sociopathic thing I've seen in my lifetime.